Às vezes a casa esgota. Ela resolve que não vai mais me dar pólvora e trapos. E eu que me foda. I don't care about you, but I guess now it's a move. Alright, so again, as promised, I went after some stuffs hunting, and now I'm here to explore and find out what happened.
Won't budge.
Yeah, this is flat number 1. The address says the guy lives in flat number 2. I don't like it. Tag from the baby carriage. If you want it, take it. It's free. Oh, okay. It's just a baby carriage. I thought it could be dangerous. And there's nothing else. Well, seems like he's getting rid of a baby carriage. What happened to the baby? Oh, well, now it's just like I remember. There's something around here. Not only written, but to be examined.
Judging by the layer of dust on it, this ring hasn't been worn in a long time. So why keep it around?
A ring. Well, you see, someone's been drinking over a ring. A ring that's long not used. And it was serious drinking, because someone got mad, dropped the bottles and broke one. Dirty plates. A book in the bathroom. Normal, just normal stuff. A bookcase in the bedrooms, not the norm. And the guy works with a map. What? What's this sound? Don't scare me. The professor's fact list. Westerbrook usually has his lunch about 2:30. Get some soap. Anna always stays at the fish market. She shouldn't learn about me. How do you know about Anna? New holds. Oh, yeah, of course, because she's responsible for the fish. New holds of fish arrive every 2 days. An ounce per box will be enough. Oh my god. It's a lot of poison. The guard spends most of his time on the second floor during the night. Thinking about a way to divert suspicions from Westerbrook. Don't want him to come to any harm. Don't forget to return the flask to the storage. Yeah, well, you did it. Think about a plan B. Well, you didn't think about a
This
plan B.
Cavendish guy did an impressive investigation, and the EOD's in the center of all of it.
He even got a sigil. I don't know how. And here, a newspaper issue from March. Going. Body count rises as vanishings continue across Oakmont. Locals are in a panic, with most of the reported disappearances occurring in the Shells, Salvation Harbor, and Grimhaven Bay. Yeah, the poorer districts. Captain Caleb Lyons of the Oakmont Police has put out a call for information. Our evidence suggests a link between these disappearances and the charity organization EOD that has recently risen to prominence. Reason? Risen to prominence among the city's poor, said Lyons. Most of the victims seem to have either joined this group or been a recipient of their alms. We encourage anyone with information to come forward. The Chronicle reminds readers to avoid any suspicious newcomers, especially young mothers, and to remain at home during evening hours. Stay alert.
This Cavendish guy did an impressive investigation, and the EOD's in the center of all of it.
But why? Why did he have to decide to kill people to solve their wrongdoings?
The door won't budge.
Well, now it will. Now I hold.
I loved you. I always loved you.
Anna? That's why? He's so mad about the organization because his wife left him? Is that it? I mean, you see here pink dresses.
A lot of fancy dresses locked away in a dark corner for a long time. I'm starting to smell some deep family trauma here.
Yeah, she's more into charity. But why she didn't sell the nice dresses then? But yeah, she ran from her husband. And now he's all pissed off. You see, place for one. Dirty dishes, like a bachelor. Dirty pots and pans. Yeah. This guy is obsessive. But will anyone come here and do something? Here. Well, no, it cannot be my new evidence. Or the newspaper issue. Or the baby carriage. Yeah, she went away with the baby. She left the baby carriage. Because the guy is a prick. And she wants to do charity. Or perhaps the guy is a prick and she wants to do crime. But apparently she left the guy, as is her right, and he got obsessive and he decided to destroy the organization, for good or for bad. I don't know what else to look for. That's just it. There's nothing else here. I had a vague memory of having to use my things here, but no, there's nothing here. The paper with the ring, the cigarettes. I love the apartment. But I hate the wallpaper. And I hate the curtains. All of them. Okay, I'll have to leave, I guess. I was not able to find out anything. I don't know what's happening. Well, but now I know. He's got something related to Anna. I have to go talk to Anna about him. I suppose. Let's go. No. It says that I didn't get all of the evidence. I want all of the evidence.
Door won't budge.
All of them. Every single beat. There's something missing. And I keep listening to this. This trio that usually indicates that I have to use powers. I hear it sometimes behind everything. In the end, like a backdrop sound. But I examined everything. What's wrong? No. No bedside reading.
This Cavendish guy did an impressive...
Oh, here. The newspaper issue from February. Disturbance in the shells as fighting breaks out between locals and intruders. The cause of the conflict appeared to be the disappearance of several women, with locals accusing a group of intruders of the crime. The Oakmont police continue to investigate the vanishings, but as yet the case remains unsolved. One source from the shells reports that traces of fish scales and seaweed were found at multiple victims' homes, which seems to have precipitated a fight.
Investigation. And the EOD's in the center of all of it.
Oh, now there's a clue. They're swelling in numbers and suspected of crimes. The chamber. Judy's operations are shady. Well, this is not new, right? The UD has much more going on than charity organizations. They're dirty, I know it. Whatever they're up to isn't good. Yeah. And about lore? The newspaper issue. But now I'll have to make a reconstruction of whatever it's called. Okay, someone's been here.
You will never understand our cause! My child is blessed by the sea! I'm leaving you, George!
And he's on his knees, and she's leaving, and the baby carrier is behind.
George, I can't live like this anymore. There's something I have to tell you.
Your son is not your son.
I don't care what your damn EOD cult demands, Anna! I thought the child was mine! Mine!
Oh.
Okay, let's see what we have here.
Okay, she has news.
George, I can't live like this anymore. There's something I
don't care what your damn EOD cult demands!
You will never understand our cause! My child is blessed by the sea! I'm leaving you, George!
George Cavendish. He had a wife named Anna. She had a baby that was not his, but blessed by the sea and claimed by the EOD. This caused their split.
Ooh, what? Ooh, crazies, the crazies. I like the crazies. But what now? Alright. It's me, helpless again. Where I am? In a very bad place, I'm sure.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Calm down.
Don't ask me.
The name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator.
Right now, you look like someone who's breaking into my house. A burglar.
Please don't make me
Explain
judge you.
yourself.
No, you should explain yourself.
No, Cavendish. Time for you to do some explaining. Care to tell me why you poisoned the fish at the EOD warehouse? And you better not lie to me. Oh, sorry. Is this making you angry? Yeah, two can play at that game, and believe me, I've got plenty of anger for the both of us.
How dare you?
I'm only going to ask politely once. Then my gun will do the talking.
Fine. Fine. Yes, it was me. But I had a good reason to do it.
Good reason.
It all comes back to Anna.
To poison poor people we need.
What's Anna got to do with all this?
As you might have already gleaned, she was my wife.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it all starts to come together now.
The EOD robbed me of her. It all started with the free fish. We were all short on food at the time, and then they hooked her with their nonsense about the benevolent sea and greater good. I looked past it for some time, but then...
pregnant from the sea?
She became pregnant.
Yes. At first, I was over the moon. But then one day she came to me, that snake, and told me that the child was not mine. She said it was blessed by the sea, that it was demanded by the EOD. Doomed take them! I couldn't stand it. I just couldn't.
Oh, this should be fun. What's your good reason for poisoning innocent people? You know the EOD are feeding the hungry, don't you?
Of course.
No.
It does.
That's exactly the problem. They're not doing it out of charity. They do it to spread their influence and recruit
People
new
are
members.
starving.
Some of those
You
initiates, as they
hammerhead.
call them, vanish without a trace. And not just them. They kidnap ordinary folks, too.
Yeah, they do that.
Poisoning the fish would prevent this. How?
Oh, you see, not everyone in this city believes in the EOD yet. They have opposition among the citizens, both rich and poor. A rumor of the EOD's fish being poisonous and several incidents would be enough to undermine the EOD by sparking fear and mistrust.
There must be another way to deal with the EOD. Like, if their crimes are that obvious, why don't you just go to the police?
They're resourceful, those sons of hagfish. They maintain a squeaky clean image, and they're good at it. I tried going to the police. They were no help at all. And I'm not suicidal enough to make it public and take them to court.
What did she mean? Blessed by the sea.
What
He
do you
doesn't-
think
he doesn't
is
know.
the cause of Innsmouth syndrome in people?
Living in Innsmouth?
That
Oh,
cave-forsaken
Charles, you
place has
angel.
nothing to do with it. It comes from breeding with monsters. These sea creatures they call deep ones.
Yeah, fact.
They take our women and they spoil them with their seed. Then they give birth to degenerate fish-faced offspring.
How do you know that?
Where did you learn all of this? This information about the EOD?
After Anna left, I had nothing. But I did have a lot of time to research Innsmouthers, the EOD, and the story behind them. It is an old and powerful organization. They appeared back in the mid-19th century in Innsmouth, and the first people with the Innsmouth syndrome started showing up around that same time.
Perhaps not coincidentally.
At all.
Of course not. And the EOD is immensely rich. The sudden rise to power of the Blackwood family happened right after they joined them.
And what are you going to do
So
now?
what's your next move?
I was interrupted and couldn't finish my task. The EOD received a fresh haul of fish, but now they're on alert and raised their guard. I understand I'm in no position to ask. But after reviewing all the facts I've presented to you, Mr. Reed, would you agree to help me?
Nope. Absolutely not.
You're a madman, Cavendish. You're willing to let innocent people suffer and die just to get revenge on your ex-wife. No, this madness has to stop. And I'm gonna put an end to it right now.
Oh, no. You don't understand.
I'm sorry. But I'm not sorry. You were poisoning innocent people. Poor people. Hungry, bereaved, dispossessed people who depended on charity. You clod. George Cavendish is dead. I killed him. Now I must return to the fish market and speak with Anna about upholding her end of the bargain. And they're telling me to go to the mine place, but for sure there are things missing. Because things are not adding up. A zealous servant of EOD. Anna Cavendish is a zealous servant of EOD, and she will follow any instruction without hesitation. Anna Cavendish is a filthy liar, covering up the EOD's shady ambition to take over the city. Or an honest benefactor. Anna Cavendish does honest charity work for the people of Oakmont on behalf of EOD. The problem is that she makes both, but I don't know what are their crimes. I will consider she is an honest benefactor because so far as I can determine, that's what she is. And I remember now that she will tell me that I have to go somewhere to follow a guy to receive a prize. And when I follow the guy will try to kill me too. Oh, okay, whatever. After that, she will disappear. Go make her charities elsewhere. Past the gazebo, past the church. The main palace is still annoying me about. What's that? siren. Yeah, of course, it's something about St. Michael's, but let's check out if there's something else I can. Oh, the last one. Yeah, George sabotaged the EOD. George Cavendish poisoned the fish to undermine the EOD charitable operations. And here, George Cavendish became desperate after the EOD robbed him of his wife, so he is a desperate savior. Or he's a dangerous psychopath, and that's it. And the end result is, I should help Anna Cavendish deal with the poisoner and help save the city from starvation. And that's exactly what I'm already doing. Yeah, I'm not persuaded at all about their good intentions and honesty in general, but since they are really giving food to the poor, I will help. I will protect them.
Choose wisely.
The only sad part about all of this is that she's gonna betray
As
me.
much as you need. It won't cost you a penny.
I found the poisoner and dealt with him. He won't be bothering you anymore.
See, bless you, Charlie. That's great news. Who was it?
Well, see, now that's the interesting part. It was your ex-husband, George Cavendish.
Oh. Well, that son of a rotten shark finally got what was coming to him. Good riddance. Still, it's strange. I never thought he'd have the guts to do something like this. He was always a pushover.
You're oddly calm.
You're taking this remarkably well for a woman who just found out her ex-husband was a poisoner.
He's nobody to me. The EOD is my family now. We serve a higher purpose than he could ever grasp. My life finally has meaning. You've done us both a huge favor by relieving him of the burden of his miserable existence. Well done, Charlie.
How awful things to say about your ex-husband, no matter what he done.
All right. No more messing around. Get me in touch with your Grand Poobah or whoever's in charge, now.
Easy there, Charlie. I'm a woman of my word. Go to the basement of the fish market. It's nearby. You'll find an innsmouther there by the name of Maurice. Tell him I've sent you. You'll get your answers.
About time.
He'll try to kill me. This is the place. No, 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 it's even worse than I thought. Yeah, I was sent to the leaders, but they will tell me nothing. Ugh. I really wanted to know more. For myself. For the advancement of the story, I wanted to know more about the elder ones. And about Dagon and the deep ones and everything else. And now I can't. Ugh. Well, it's just a common stupid sacrifice. And over the next time I appear.
Hey, Mr.
Aha,
Reed.
now
Do
you.
I know you, buddy?
Not yet, but I know you. I also know you're looking for a particular lady. My name's Fred. You're
I'm
looking for
a
Professor Doe,
lady.
ain't that right? The scientist the Order kidnapped. I think we can help each other.
How do you mean? You know where she is?
Slow down, buddy. Helping each other is not the same as let me just tell you everything.
Go on.
Nothing's for free in this city, is it? Figures. Alright. Shoot.
You won't regret it. You've seen some of this city now, am I right? You've in England what's coming?
Mm-hmm.
I want out of the Order and the city before it hits. Trouble is, it's much easier to get into the Order than to leave. Give the slightest hint of it, you've signed your death warrant. I need somebody to get me out of the city on the quiet. And that's not an easy thing these days, my friend.
I've no idea how to help you with that.
Ain't you a detective? There are people in the city, smugglers, who know what to do. Find them. That's how you can help. See, I've heard whispers about ads in the newspaper. A new ad every week, talking about Salvation Harbor. Maybe start there.
The Order?
What is this order you mentioned?
Yeah. You don't know, do you? EOD. It really stands for the Esoteric Order of Dagon.
Dagon.
An old being from the depths of the sea. In books, they show him as a monstrous amphibian. The Innsmouthers worship him as a god. And
They
of
do.
course, they make sacrifices to him. In blood.
They do. Oh,
Alright, fine. I'll look into it. But your lead on the professor had better be worth it.
I know where they've got her. I can get you there. You just find me a way out fast, or I might be too dead to be any use to you.
Alright. Oh, okay. Now time to go see Mr. Throckmorton again. And of course Anna's gone. The charity's gone. All I did was to keep the charity. All I did was to make poor people keep receiving the fish they need, but she ran away. She preferred to run away than initiating me. I wonder why. It's sad, you see. Because of course, I've read the book. I've read The Shadow over Innsmouth. I know that in the end the character finds out that he belongs to the same race of the Deep Ones. He is a kind of an ear. He has a place in the Downsea hierarchy. And he has things to do. He just had to accept himself, and when he finally accepted himself, he realized he was an Innsmouther all the time. And now we get here in the city with not much memories. And my name is Charles Reed. And there's an entire fucking neighborhood in the town called Reed. And it's the biggest of them. And it's the richest of them. So apparently, even if I don't have an amphibian ancestry. And I doubt I don't. My ancestors at least founded the city. It is something. It has to mean something. Okay, let's talk to Mr. Throckmorton. That is still... Oh. And now they made a cake in the shape of that Albert. And people is eating from the cake. And no, it's not weird as fuck. I know who kidnapped Professor Doe.
I know who's behind Professor Doe's kidnapping. It's an organization called the Esoteric Order of Dagon. Most of them stick to the fish market, but they seem to have agents everywhere. Even the university.
I knew there was something fishy about the EOD. The den
Fishy.
of those filthy Innsmouthers. I'll tear it to the ground.
Not yet, not yet. We have a lot to find out.
Are you using this as an opportunity to make an example of the Innsmouthers? Because most of the EOD members I've met were locals. And for what it's worth, the only Innsmouther I spoke to was a nice guy. You'll want to examine your prejudice.
Are you calling me a bigot, Reed?
Of course I am.
Robert, listen. Something needs to change. You holding a grudge against Innsmouthers ain't making anything better for anyone. Those who fan the flames of hatred always end up burnt in the end.
They killed my son, for Kay's sake!
I know. But what did you do to prevent it? You made yourself their enemy instead of helping them. What did you expect would happen? You chose to brand them newcomers and leave them to suffer just like you did with me. The only difference is that I'm useful to you. No wonder desperate Innsmouthers would seek refuge from a radical organization like the EOD. They had nowhere else to turn.
I shall think about what you've said.
Wow. That is something.
Back to business. I'll continue my search for Professor Doe. I have a promising lead. You have anything else to tell me?
Your task remains the same. Find Harriet and bring her back. You say we are dealing with an entire organization? Well, I have something for you that might help our cause should things take a turn.
Yeah, like what, an
Now leave.
army?
I've heard enough from you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's better that I don't have to deal with you again so early, especially because you're eating a cake made in the image of your dead son. How do we say the semblance? No. His image. I'm trying to remember the right expression. The likeness, yeah. The guy have to be made a cake in the likeness of his dead son, and how people are eating it. And it's disgusting. And it doesn't look like Albert because it's not a monkey. What happened to his monkish features? I don't know. This cake is weird. It's not Albert. But of course he would not be honoring anyone else besides his own son with something so stupid and expensive. It must have been ridiculously expensive to have this cake made. And it does not look like Albert's. But what a crazy people. They're so tasteless. And okay, now the main case, name changed again. It started as I can't remember, and then it was Lost at Sea, and then it was Quid Pro Quo, and now is Fathers and Sons. Fred's Demand. Oh, Fred, the market guy. Fred told me he knows where the EOD is keeping Professor Harriet Doe, the leader of the last expedition I'm seeking. He won't tell me the location until I arrange safe passage for him out of the city. He suggested using the local smuggling ring. He believes that the smugglers communicate secretly using advertisements for Salvation Harbor in the local newspaper. Most likely it's a new message each week. So yeah, now I'll have to go to the Chronicle and use the archive to find the advertisements, to find one of them, to hear about the meeting that actually I already know where it is and who to talk to, but anyway, I'm still forced to go to the Chronicle and use the archive. It's so nice to have a little sun. And it even seems to be a real sun. Okay guys, you excuse me, I will stay right here because I want to find out what will happen to this beautiful, beautiful sunlight that seems so natural, but no, it's not. Be right back. Okay, now everyone getting on the Chronicle to use the archive. Yeah, this is the evidence. That I have to find advertisements now. For Salvation Harbor. Toothless Bob's Wake. The time has come to send Toothless Bob on his final journey, this time to the Seven Oaks Bar at the crossroad of Calmshore Street and Salvation Road in western Salvation Harbor. Okay, I knew that. This is my new clue. Pin the evidence. Save and go there. Hi, dear.
Stay safe.
Oh, so. What about that dinner? Yeah, it won't happen. Reading on the street. A good pastime. It shows confidence. Oh, those poor ladies. I feel so much for them. In the paper. I like the literacy level here. But where was I going? Seven Oaks. Have to talk to the bar person.
A little bird told me there are people in Oakmont who can help me leave town.
Maybe, maybe not. What makes you think I know anything?
Looking for Toothless Bob's wake, or I'm sure they're meeting places here.
I've heard they're having a wake for Toothless Bob here.
That may be true, but I don't know you from Adam. Prove you ain't some gumshoe.
What's a gumshoe? You mean the law? I don't know. Maybe I can do you a favor?
Actions speak louder than words. Maybe I can prove myself by helping you out with something. Solving problems is my specialty.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just as
What about a
officer.
little
It's
favor?
not a good idea.
Nothing fancy, don't worry. I expected a package to be delivered ages ago, but the courier still hasn't shown. Find out what's taking him so long. Here's the address.
Got it.
Okay,
One more
yeah,
thing.
well.
If you don't find him, bring the package back, will ya? It's a crate full of the water of life, if you catch my drift.
Yeah, because the story
Bye.
happens during the time of the prohibition. Well, maybe right now that I'm having to deal with some sus colorful figures, it's not the best idea to keep dressed as a police officer. Maybe I can go to the Devil's Reef and change clothes again for something more discreet, more street-like, if I have something like that. Ooh, it would be cool, but a little too much. Tasteless. Maybe this. Discreet. But still reeks like money. Man, a science is... It's not too science-y, right? A fisherman is good. Kinda slovenly. Please no. Plague doctor no. And the Vishivanka? A cultist would be just special. But not right now. Master detective. Find and return all the books to the book collector in the assigned reading case. Yeah, that guy from the fountain, but I'm not worried about it. So, I guess that's better. Discreet. Dark. Anonymous. My diary part 2. Did I already read that? The doctors at the Boston Asylum were looking for a way to fix me. Proved to be a tall order. At first, they would ask me questions. I thought my story would be reported to the officials, but they were just making a list of things to fix. I feared water, so they swaddled me in drenched sheets. I told them about the things in the darkness, so they kept me in dark rooms, blindfolded. No progress until they brought the electrodes. They kept my thoughts jumbled. Only the words of a doctor held my mind together. He told me who I am and how to think. He gave me concoctions to keep me sane. It seems I'm getting used to it. Question is for better or for worse. Concoctions. You mean opium? This one here. My laudanum.
No matter how much of this I chug down, the visions always return.
Duh! The thing is hallucinogenic. Oh, something for me here. Oh, Oakmont Universe, the academic poisoner. The Chronicle writer is so sensationalist. Oakmont University has lost one of its most esteemed teachers. The professor of biochemistry from the Department of Medicine, Dr. George Cavendish, PhD, turns out to be responsible for numerous deaths. This maniac appears to have poisoned multiple innocent bystanders in recent days, leaving the academic world shaken. While some of his colleagues admit that with his passion he seemed capable of anything, others characterize him as a talented researcher and law-abiding citizen. His ex-wife, Anna Liddell, appeared relieved by the news. He finally got what was coming to him, she said. I'm glad that the EOD was able to clear its good name after all he did to us.